can feel the evolution. All my time no longer frozen. I'm leaving all the door. I don't know who I will become, but I know what I want more than ever before.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the continuation of the Taiko World Cup 2022. I am vv14309010, and today we're going to be seeing another match in this exciting, historic weekend between Brazil and New Zealand. Hope you all doing very well today. Got ourselves some fine rosters on the Brazilian side, and New Zealand looking to make a stand against such a challenging team that is Brazil. We've got some beautiful music to ease us into this matchup. It's going to be all good. Representing Brazil today, we'll have Gustavo, Communo, Skull Kid, Irake, Puss, and Foxroo. And on New Zealand side, we have Sparks, Blue Jay, Zed, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and New Zealand itself. It's like Matrix, New Zealand squared. So, it's going to be a matchup. We can get things going here. We're going straight into the rolls. Skull Kid rolling the 76, winning out against Sparks, who only rolled the 24. So, not a surprise. They've added up to 100, so that's a good result. It's always a good result. And we'll be getting shortly into the bans, but to remind everybody off the format for this match, we will have 4 no mods, 2 hidden, 2 hard rock, 2 double time, 3 free mods, and a tiebreaker if necessary. Both sides will be banning once apiece, and then they'll be alternating picks. And this will be a best of 9, so first 5 maps will do the trick. Since New Zealand lost, they will be banning first, followed by Brazil's ban, and then their pick. And they will alternate from there. Winner of this match will move on to the round of 16, and the loser of this match will go into the losers bracket. And Spock coming out with DT1 ban, banning the Funky Dealer. Well, I mean, I guess there's going to be no deals today. Negotiations off the table for New Zealand. So, what will Brazil be banning next after that? They have plenty of maps in the pool to choose from in terms of bans. I'm expecting one of the no mods to be banned. I think Brazil will be doing much better against New Zealand in the modded sections. And yep, there we go, Skull Kid out with the no mod 3 ban, banning Extermination. A very popular accuracy battle that will not be played today. And some people say New Zealand's underestimated with the seeding. I hope so. I really want to see New Zealand put up a fight against Brazil. And you know what? Given that it is the round of 32, the maps are not extremely difficult. You know, the opportunities can be there. It looks like Brazil will be kicking things off with Double Time 2 September. Gotta love the beautiful songs. This is a remix of the more popular song September. You might even hear it in the radio every once in a while. At least I hear it at work. And it looks like my partner in crime is joining me today. Incandescence, how you doing?
I'm good. I just got home. I've been running around a little bit. We're good.
It's made it in one piece.
Ready for this match. I'm glad we're starting off with a amazing, fantastic song.
Highlighting the wrong month of the year.
Well, the big question is, do you remember last September?
I do. It was my birthday last September. It was great.
I don't remember last September at all. So, we have Skull Kid, Gustav, Sparzy, and I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A very secure password.
One of the most commonly used passwords. Only beaten by one. Actually, it's only beaten by password. The phrase password. So, here we go. We're getting started. Brazil and New Zealand. Brazil off to a better accuracy. Leading out of the gate. Both Skull Kid and Gustav sitting at about 99.5%. Sparks keeping up for the time being. Sitting at 99.3%, and I don't know, it's a little bit lagging behind, but still very early days, hovering at 98%. I'm going to give Brazil the accuracy lead to kick things off.
Map is pretty consistent across the board, so we're not gonna. I'm assuming that the players are gonna continue to perform at this caliber. Yes, I don't know. He's gonna find a miss as well. It's gonna hurt. But I did want to point out that the densest part of the map is at the very end, and it really does come down to that, especially things at the end are always the most important.
But, you know, don't discount the first half of the song because, you know, good opportunity to get some combo building, get that combo momentum, maybe swinging into your favor as Brazil is benefiting from right now.
Yeah, they're pulling ahead by about 50 to 60,000 points.
It's only growing. I don't know. Struggling to get back up to 400.
Arx is holding strong, but nope.
Nope. So sorry, he was holding strong, and then he remembered it was March and missed, and Gustav followed right behind. Skull Kid, the only player left now on a full combo.
Skull Kid, the only person truly living in September.
Or maybe he's trying to forget that it's not September. It's one or the other.
Surprised to see 3 out of 4 broken combos. But after all, you know, tournament nerves. But overall, I mean, these were great scores across the board. All 3 people who missed only missed once.
Traditions.
That's gotta hurt. A phenomenal score from Skull Kid, though.
Yep, Skull Kid getting a fantastic result, and Gustav following it up actually very well with only 1 miss and 4 100s. Sparks doing the best he can. Unfortunately, it was not enough to compete, and I don't know, was not able to keep up. So Brazil starts off with a very quick, very early, maybe very expected 1-0 lead, but this is New Zealand's time to strike. First map nerves are so bad, yes it is. We have Well, all of us have been there and done that at some point, especially those of us who enjoy the game, whether we're a very top player or just more casual.
There's definitely, I would say, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, oh no, don't worry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that there's a pretty sizable skill difference, I suppose, in the seedings of these two teams.
That's a good statement.
I do have faith in New Zealand, though, but what's important to remember so far is that Brazil did win Brazil's point, or Brazil did win Brazil's pick. So the biggest thing for New Zealand right now is to respond with something that they're fairly confident they can get a point on.
And they're gonna go free mod 1?
With free mod 1, yep.
Ooh, okay. New
So that's
Zealand,
an interesting choice against Brazil.
New Zealand, you know, picking bad tech, looking to give Brazil a bad time, but will that actually turn out to be the case? We will see. It's the first real, you know, opportunity here as Zed stepping in. I don't know.
See any substitutions on the Brazilian side?
Yep. Nope. Actually, called it too soon. Skull Kid stepping out. Oh wait, huh? Zed
was Brazilian for a second there. So was Sparks.
Oh man. So that means all the New Zealand players are Brazilian. Brazil's actually taking over the world.
Alright, so the Brazilian team have made the amazing decision to swap spots. Skull Kid is now on the bottom.
Okay. Oh, you know why? I bet you now, because I have a feeling Gustav and Spark's gonna pick Hidden Hard Rock, and Skull Kid's gonna pick like Hidden Hard Rock. So they kind of wanna make the aesthetics look good, which is absolutely respectable decision.
So far, it looks like you're correct, waiting on the other two to load in. And we're gonna get, oh, there we go.
Yep. Ah, beautiful. Gotta love the aesthetics.
Yep, so we have on the top with Gustav and Sparks Hidden Hard Rock, Skull Kid going Hidden, and Zed going Hard Rock.
Okay, quiet. Alright, nobody missed at the start. Quiet giving off some bad vibes. Here we go. Bad tech. OD of 6, which for Hard Rock, basically everybody but Skull Kid will be 8.4. 1 minute 56 seconds in length, 5.5 star rating, take it for its word, and a BPM of 190. Definitely one of the more relaxing free mod picks, giving a lot of players a lot of opportunities to be very competitive.
The opportunities for competitiveness it exists, especially with no mod, free mod 1 and 2, but this one is the shorter of the two, so misses are much more consequential on this one versus Sonic Base.
But so far, nobody missing out the gate as all 4 players hitting the max combo 400. Now they just have to keep it. As Brazil fights for a 10,000 point advantage, very slim advantage to start with.
Sparks and Zed have almost the exact same accuracy. Sparks fighting a few 100s there. Gustav up in 99.9 lands. Skull Kid recovering from his extremely low accuracy at the very beginning of this map. That was not client related.
And Brazil building on that momentum, but they can't really get away yet. They're not really able to get away from New Zealand. I mean, one mistake by Brazil could cost them the point. That's how close it is.
We're already nearing the end of the map. That is what I mean by it's so consequential with such a small time frame. All 4 players are holding very steady, though.
And Gustav actually got a near double S. That man is absolutely on fire. But he loses a bit of accuracy getting towards the end. But Brazil will still get the victory there. Very close result.
4 full combos. No one missed a note. Few more hundreds on the New Zealand side.
Okay, New Zealand looking like they can compete on free mod 1. Unfortunately, just not enough as Brazil keeps their nerves in check. That should give them a bit of confidence. Maybe a bit of momentum. As Brazil now has to figure out where to go from here. I think they'll just pick Hard Rock, but anything is possible. still a very strong showing from New Zealand. I think they'll be pretty happy with that. No, Brazil's actually going with No Mod 2 Troll the Cowardly. Okay. Interesting choice.
Very... It's so hard to predict where teams are going to go, especially... Actually, it's hard to predict where higher level teams are going to go, because the Brazilian team is fairly well-rounded in what they can do. So I'm not exactly surprised if they picked no mod or if they picked literally anything. I mean, the only thing I'd be surprised is if they picked free mod 2, considering how close free mod 1 was, but...
Nah, just come out with a big flex and be like, alright, nah, we can still win on free mod 2 and just take it away from New Zealand.
Yeah, I do wonder if that's going to be New Zealand's next pick, but Hiroke is going to come in for Gustav, and Blue Jay is going to replace, who was there? My memory's bad.
It was
Zed, yes.
Yeah.
So 2 substitutions, 1 on each team. Skullkid and Sparks so far playing everyone.
And here we go. Okay, client, stop doing a bit of trolling. Nobody's missing at the start here. There we go.
Now, as many people are familiar with, as you've seen this map a few times on stream, it does get harder as it goes on. And so we're gonna... The opening, of course, is important, but it's really gonna get to nitty-gritty stuff when we get towards the mid portion all the way to the end.
Exactly. Especially when, the map starts to ramp up the pressure on the players, and it will do it so incrementally. And so far, no one making any errors whatsoever.
And just like that, Blue Jay finds 100.
Okay, things are starting to slow down. Only New Zealand suffering so far. Here we go, we're getting to the halfway point of the song, and New Zealand not finding an opening yet because Brazil isn't even giving him one. Wow, look at that, 2 double S's. Absolutely fantastic performance by Brazil so far.
Hiroke finding a miss.
Wait, he missed? Oh my god. I totally missed it.
His act barely suffered, giving Brazil still a decent amount of room.
Oh, but New Zealand will have that momentum. It will help them a little bit. Will it be enough? They got the notes for it.
Definitely is. It's closing the gap very slowly right now. However, the
Sparks has given it back. Oh no, that's unfortunate.
And right here is probably the hardest part of the map.
Blue Jay's gotta keep the momentum going for New Zealand. A lot of pressure on this.
Finding another mid.
Up. No. Skull Kid losing the double S, but is looking quite flawless as he's not doing any trolling today. Coming out with the full competitive 1-100 0 miss experience, followed by his teammate giving the 1 miss and 0 100s experience.
I was just about to say, they're very perfectly complementary to one another. Skull Kid and Blue Jay both FCing, Sparks and Hiroke finding a few misses. But once again, I mean, the Brazilian accuracy, it's so strong. Even with Hiroke finding that miss, I honestly don't think if Sparks didn't miss that they would have gotten the point, unless there was a lot of more act drops to accompany that one drop on the Brazilian side.
So, moving on, we'll have New Zealand's second pick. They were quite competitive in free mod 1. I think we're both expecting free mod 2. Would that be...
We're expecting either free mod 2 or no mod 1 right now.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. But will they even go for it? I don't know. They probably will, but anything. Yeah, they go for it too. Yeah, that was quite expected.
So, and we have the poolers have gotten some criticism for this, and it's very fair. Free mod 1 and 2 are quite similar to one another, so I do expect the performances to be relatively the same. I honestly would expect the same 4 people to play as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the exact same mod combinations as well. It's basically free mod 1 except a minute longer. So
Exactly. And I mean, look, I think it's fair to say that, especially on a map like this, the difficulty is a lie. Okay, this is a marathon, not a sprint.
That's true.
So, it's all about just keeping that consistency, playing what you're comfortable with, and just not getting tripped up by outside factors.
So far, contrary to what I said earlier, we're going to see Kilmo in for Hirake. And I forgot he told me last year that it's pronounced Hirok. So we're going to see Kilmo for Hirok, and then I don't know is coming in for Blue Jay.
Oh, yeah.
So assuming that we're continuing the aesthetics, Skull Kid and Sparks are going to be taking Hidden Hard Rock, I assume. Kyomo and...
Oh, no!
Kyomo's playing Hidden Hard Rock. Sparks is playing Hidden Hard Rock.
Oh no, the aesthetics. Very sad.
We're not going for the aesthetics this time.
Nope. Just not happening. They just didn't want it. And we will not get it.
So Skull Kid, I don't know. Taking one mod, Skull Kid Hidden, I don't know, Hard Rock. And Kyomo Sparks going Hidden Hard Rock.
Mm-hmm. Alright, here we go. Time for some Sonic Base. OD of 6, which for everybody but Skull Kid will be 8.4. 3 minutes in length, a BPM of 170, and a star rating of 5.6. As Incan said, it's pretty much in line with Fremod 1. Just a tad longer. Maybe just a tad more complex in terms of the switch-ups.
Finding a number of 100s at the 1614 transition.
Oh, I don't know. Picking some act drops, Spock picking up some misses. Not a good start for New Zealand. Skull Kid and Communo just taking a nice joyride around the mountains. Well, actually, Communo is having a bit of a rocky territory. He's sitting at 98%. Could be a tad smoother, but he'll take what he can get. Especially since he's being dominated by Spox, even with Spox picking up the early miss. I don't know, actually making a nice recovery. He's getting to 99%. Hang on a minute, New Zealand's actually out in front. Wait, what? How is New Zealand doing this? Oh, no, I don't know. Picking up a miss. Oh, you know why? It's because Spox is dominating. Yeah, Kimono is underperforming the accuracy and it's punishing him for it, despite the full combo.
You did say Kimono. Skull Kid made fun of you for that in the transition.
Yep.
But yeah, New Zealand did have a pretty nice momentum there for a second. But on the bright side, the difference between the two teams currently is still pretty low. There's still about a third of the map to go. Kyomo already found a few 100s while I was saying all that, so New Zealand still has a chance if they continue to play with a number of consistency.
The pressure will be on, especially for Skull Kid, who's been playing so well. He has to maintain. He can't really do any better than what he is doing. And when you're doing that well, the only direction you can go is down, and he's going to avoid that with every possibility. Oh, I don't know, picking up another miss. Giving Brazil a bit of leg room.
Yeah, both New Zealand players no longer have a full combo, although Kyomo's accuracy is lower than the entire lobbies. Both Brazilian players are holding on to their FCs. There's not much of the map to go. We're going to have to see some decent drops from the Brazilian side at this point.
God damn, it's a good result for Brazil, albeit could have been a bit cleaner, but they will happily take the win. And there we go, the song wrapping up. And Brazil not losing on to that advantage anymore as they come home with a 25,000 point victory. And 2 full combos.
This is one of the most interesting things in Score v2. You know, we look at the 100 count on both teams, and the Brazilians' 100 count is way higher than New Zealand's, but New Zealand's the one that found misses, and that's really what did them in. This is the first time New Zealand really collectively had higher accuracy than the Brazilian team.
Scooby-Doo doing a little trolling. But we love to see it. As it's now match point for Brazil. Up 4-0 so far. New Zealand trying to look competitive in the free mod 1 and 2. And for a time they were. Unfortunately, just did not go their way. And it's now down to Brazil to try and find that game-winning pick. And there should be many of them in this pool. Wait, what? He was doing Wordle.
Yeah, I did not
I'm doing
know that as
Wordle
well.
in the middle. Wait, you're doing Wordle in the middle? Wait, what? Bruh. Fun fact, I've never actually played a game of Wordle.
I played it a lot until I got only one letter wrong, and then I stopped.
Oh, yes, of course, because you never want to find out what you're actually writing. That makes sense.
So the last pick for Brazil, if they win, of course, is going to be Feral. Another 3-minute long map. Again, something akin to gimmicks. It's not necessarily a gimmick map, but it is the most varied of all the no mod picks. There's a lot of SVs here. There's a lot of different snappings used here. So it's going to be interesting to see how New Zealand performs on this map. I do expect Brazil to be quite consistent on this map, but the biggest question I have in my head is whether New Zealand can actually outdo them, which honestly they very much have the potential to, because we've seen how close the past few points have been.
I see. Man, now everyone's taking the opportunity to flex about their Wordle result for the day. What is this? I'm missing out. Sage.
I haven't done today's Wordle. I could do the Wordle. I guess.
Spoiled. It's the same it's the same for everyone each day, right? Like
I think so.
I think I wouldn't know. Oof. Well, alright, here we go. MP started 10. Love to see it. 3 minutes in length. Totally has a BPM of 10,000. 100% accurate. Already of 6 and a star rating of 6.1. Hope you enjoy some no full SV because there's a little bit of that in this. Very tad amount though. It is kept on the down low because obviously the map pullers are pocketing it in for later. Maybe, we'll see.
I have answers to that, but I cannot let you know.
Oh, of course not. But I can predict all I like. Alright, here we go. Bujay picking up an early miss out the gate, dealing with the first slowdown. Pauline Skull Kid also picking up a miss in the second slowdown. Wow. I wonder if they forgot to change the resolution in the middle of their Wordle competition. Nah, don't think so. Blue Jay picking up another miss. As the SV intensifying in this section.
And yet another one as well. Hirok, however, holding a double S so far. Only a quarter through the way through the map, of course, but still impressive.
Exactly. Gotta love it. The preparation when it pays off. And you start off the first of the song with a nice double S. Skull Kid recovering from his earlier errors. Here we go. Things taking a coast in this section. But here we go.
Some of the wavy no full SV going on here.
At a very slow pace, but still just enough to trip the players off.
Looks like Blue Jay has found his footing again. He's working up to a 500 combo. Barks, Skull Kid, and Hirok all holding full combos so far. It's really just Blue Jay's accuracy pulling New Zealand down for now, leading to about a 65,000 point difference. He's going to find another miss, unfortunately, as well.
Oh, man. Well, here we go. That's a 10,000 BPM moment. There we go. 10,000 BPM moment's gone. Sparks looking to hold on as he crosses the 1,000 combo mark. Doing the best that he can. this rate, it will not be enough. Both Brazilian players holding on very strongly, including Hurricane, who's at a 1/100 run. Alright, now we're going to be seeing some overlapping SB notes.
Most gimmick-like section of the map for sure.
100%. And now it just coasts into a smooth finish, which Brazil will comfortably win on. And I think at this point, it is going to be a 5-0 victory for Brazil. And there we go. Brazil winning the match somewhat comfortably. We'll be advancing to the round of 16.
Round of 16 winners bracket. New Zealand will be dropping down to the losers bracket.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to be it for the match. Brazil, doing what they needed to do. Definitely just turned up, played the maps, did them very well for the most part, and just hardly gave New Zealand an opening.
Yeah,
maybe with the exception of Free Mod 2, but other than that,
it might have been a 5-0, but I think New Zealand did a really great job. They pretty much held their ground. I think that last pick Pharaoh was really the biggest score difference we saw between the two teams. So it might have been a clean sweep, but New Zealand should keep their heads held high because they did put up a pretty good fight against one of the taiko giants, for sure.
Yeah, they're going to be quite competitive maybe next week, especially as we start separating the better teams from the lower teams as we go into the round of 16. So New Zealand definitely in with a shot of being competitive in the round of 16 week, but we'll have to see how they go in the losers bracket next week. Until then, congratulations for Brazil for winning. And we now turn our heads to the next match that will be taking place today, and that's going to be between number 2 seed South Korea against number 31 seed Team Mexico. Will be taking place in about 3.5 hours from now. It's going to be a match.
Gonna be a match. I'm excited for it. I'm always here to root for Mexico, the United States, and South Korea. Those are the 3 teams I cheer for every TWC. So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm glad that you have the optimism. You stole all my optimism, so yes, feel free to use it. After that, though, we will have Hong Kong and Poland, and then later into the night, we'll have Australia, Turkey, Great Britain, and Philippines, and so forth. So, yep, I think that's going to be wrapping things up for this particular match. And Ken, do you have anything you want to say before you head off?
No, I just want to make sure that everyone comes back. Make sure everyone comes back for all of these matches. They're going to be very interesting to watch. So, make sure you come back.
Yep, come back at 4 UTC as we will watch South Korea taking on Mexico. I'm vv14309010. I had Incan joining me, and thank you all for watching this round of 32 match in Taiko World Cup 2022. Stay tuned as we have more exciting matches scheduled ahead.
Suddenly the deepness can get through. Realize I fall along with you, and you're looking into cold green eyes. Ooh. from the dreamy skies. Suddenly the deepness can't get